Hello folks, welcome back to the channel. My name is Joel Duggan and we're back in Minecraft as usual. I will point you towards the new episode of the Spawn Chunks that's also out right now. That's available on all of your favorite podcasting apps. Came out yesterday. It's also on YouTube and on Spotify in video format if you'd like to watch there. Or if you're a patron, there's an extended version available on Patreon as well. You can, of course, follow me on social media. I'm very easy to find, and that's where I let people know when I'm live. In addition to the Discord, I post on Instagram, Blue Sky, and on Twitter to let folks know that I'm live on Twitch. But the best way is probably the Discord, and you get like a notification right to your inbox letting you know that I'm live on Twitch. Although I'm pretty good about being live at the same time every day, which is 9 o'clock Atlantic time. That's 9 a.m. or I guess it would be 8 a.m. in the Eastern Seaboard in the US, so you can extrapolate your time zone from there. But I'd like to think I'm pretty consistent with it, and there's been a fair amount of people showing up, so it's been good. So hopefully you are enjoying your week so far. Moira, hello, welcome in. SweetSandi, good to see you. The Wormbo and Cosmic Dancer with a sub. 88 months, that's amazing. 88 miles per hour, something. Nice. Where you're going, you don't need roads. 100%. That's great. Thanks so much, Cosmic. I really appreciate all the support. That's awesome. So we are looking at the current project, and I am pretty happy with most of it. I think we've got a few little changes that I want to make as the mushroom cow walks by. I think I prefer this blockier face to the more rounded face. And other than that, I think it's pretty good. I think we're going to go with the straight lines here. I really don't know. That's one part I haven't really sorted out yet. I think I need to bring this all the way along, this overhang. We'll try that. And I think I prefer the gray letters over the orange. The orange is a little bit distracting, maybe. And I'm not at all happy with anything in the middle. We're going to have to change that. Something funny that Pixelrest mentioned on the stream the other day, or on the podcast, he liked these cubes, these stacked cubes, and that's not what they were intended to be. They were just meant to be like vents or detail, but he thought that was a neat idea. And I do think there needs to be more detail along the bottom here before we get up into this other plane. I really don't know what's happening here, so I feel like we have to sort that out. If we look at the reference, it's actually a lot smaller on the inside, and there's a space kind of in this area here, and that's why I had sort of mapped out what the inside might look like. So that could be fun. I think it would be good to get a roof on these things too. I'd like to complete them. But you can see this, I feel, looks a little bit nicer as a flat section than this does. We could go so far as to just put another stair at the bottom there and see how that looks as well. Either way, I think 3 blocks and 2 blocks to start is going to be where we are at. Yep. I want to get these things filled in too. The YOLO boy, hello, welcome in. Things are well? We're just starting. What else did I need? Probably some diorite. It was mostly tough that we wanted to change. I'm sure I'll need stone as well. Have I filled in both sides? I think I filled in both sides. It's starting to get a little bit tricky to get on the other side of this now too, because it's just such a large filled in space. Oh, terracotta. I'll bring some glass too. Don't know how you ended up flying around inside here, but we'll need to move you out to the outside. The short that I made about how slow these guests are wasn't the clearest short, but it got a decent amount of attention on TikTok. I haven't checked the YouTube views, but it was the one where Sandy on Saturday used the SpongeBob 3 hours later sticker. Quite a few people thought that was funny. So good on you, Sandy. Trying to catch as many of these as I can. So I don't know, but I'm wondering if we go down this far, if these might work here too. Hey, the Wormbo, how's it going? I think that looks okay. I think maybe we have to do the one below it as well. Oh, no. Doesn't work. Yeah, I think we're okay with just the stairs on that one. Okay. That's that part taken care of. Now, up here, I guess I want to do, see if this ridge continues out. We're going to lose the light here again, too. Someone's gonna need more tough? Yeah. Yep. I think the easiest thing is gonna be to mine it from below. I might actually have some in West Hill. I should check that actually. Guess this I could have done without the Happy Ghast. So I was curious what this might look like if we continued this overhang around the corner. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Right over here too. Probably gonna look better on that side. Yep, I think we go with these straight edges. I think that's a decision made. I think it gives me a little bit more flexibility with doing something with the roof. Okay, so 2, 2, and 2, and they're all straight. That's that one and that one. There is a hole there. Guess that was covered up by the wall. I think that's everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Perfect. Okay, so now I have to think about like how we're gonna do the roof. I still think this needs to have some sort of space here. I think that might actually have a shift to it. Also, I missed a row. Oh, I need to fix this too. This actually goes in a block. I think I know one of the other things that I don't like about this, and that's, I think the overhang has to be flatter. This is going to change. The glass is actually in line with this part here. Last two. Nope, that doesn't look right. All right, I think I need the happy ghast again. Where are you going? Why are you flying away? The moment that you need it, it goes in the exact opposite direction that you want it to. Ben, how's it going? Welcome in. It's really tempting to start to finish off the other sides of these, and I think at some point I'm going to have to, in order to compare the full, the way that it looks. It's a complete shape. Didn't leave any pieces inside. One stair. Whoops. Now the other part I can do on the ground. So this shifts to in here. And I think this was just brought up. Yeah, there's a stair that goes right in front of this. I feel like I've done this wrong. All right, that's right. 3 blocks. Oh, 3 blocks. Only 2 blocks over there. Hey, Blast Jordan, what's going on? Still has a really heavy brutalist feel, which is good. That's what I'm looking for. So I don't think I had to move the glass then. I think I ended up moving this out. I think that's right. Ten from that stair to the end. Be correct, although there's no stair here. Nope, that's different. Okay. 2, 1 stair, 3 blocks stair. I think that's right. 2, 1 stair, 3 blocks stair. Yep. Yeah, the glass is going to come forward by 1. Whoops. It's the only downside to using materials that are really easy to replace is that you're mining something that's a harder thing to mine, and you run the risk of blitzing through your other stuff. I need to go get some dirt. This goes there. I'll just leave it at half for now, just to make sure we've done it right. I don't have to redo an entire thing. Replacing glass is such a pain. That looks right to me. Now, one thing I want to change about this side, though, is I want to see what it looks like with a flatter overhang. I feel like the reference has a more of a top-heavy feel. Let's see what that looks like. Cast is in the way. It's hard to do in Minecraft. I wonder if I made the whole thing really flat. It's 2 blocks. Whoops. The subtle angles that I really want to emulate are just, I don't think, possible at this scale. No, even that feels... yeah, it's a little bit strange. I guess we could try a full block. Oh, am I out? Oh. Yes. I think I like the subtle stuff a little bit better. Yep, I think it just was worth a shot. but sometimes you gotta have to look at what you don't like. 2 blocks, slab. Smoother edge looks better? Yeah, I agree. I think so too, Sandy. I think so too. I'm not sure about the stairs here. Yeah, it does. It feels a little bit more complete, I guess. Again, it's worth a shot. And we may yet have some details that can go on the ends of these things. I really want to get the shapes right before I repeat it 4 times. Okay, that gets that sorted. Yeah, I think I prefer this side. Just the stair slab block. That works better. I think that's got them the same now. Outside of the texture on the stripe, I think everything is the same. I don't see any big differences. Okay, so the next thing is, I guess, filling in those straps on the bottom. I've got to figure out some lighting for under here too. It might actually be better to have those spaced out in line with these. I wonder if it only needs one. That might look better. Oh, right, I had to decide if I wanted to keep these as tough or stone. I mean, the whole underside of it could just be tough. It's really subtle. I don't mind the terracotta. Yeah, let's keep terracotta there. And I'll make some other adjustments. At some point, you just have to start making decisions. Yeah, this black concrete is going to have to switch to something else too, I think. This is only the third time I've had to do this. The indecision has been real. Hopefully I did not miss anything. I'll have to go underneath and check. Minecraft is just Lego. Welcome in. Thanks for the compliment. I'm glad you like the build. If you like Lego and medieval stuff, then you should check out the West Hill tour on my YouTube channel. All right, have we missed anything? Yes, of course we did. And I missed 2 parts there and 1 part there. How long does it take me to build this? 5 streams a week since, I don't know when I started it. Joel Duggan VODs on YouTube. There is probably a first VOD from the date, and that VOD probably would have been posted the day after I started. But it's been at least a month. Actually, don't know. Where is the first scaffolding? 3 weeks ago, looks like, was the first bit of it. We've also taken on a couple of other small projects, but essentially 3 weeks so far. Oh, West Hill took me 5 years. This is nothing. 3 weeks is nothing. Nothing. Blue Crow, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. All right, that's done. I kind of want some of these lights to line up underneath the bottom here. All right, next thing we got to fix is I think I need to make those numbers higher and gray. I do have enough terracotta, good. Okay, so I think I want them at least 2 blocks below the bottom, so it really only has to go up by a block. So if that's going to go to there, that's the light. That means that this is going to be, yeah. Nope. Let's do the same thing over here. Sorry for being so close up. It's just that's how the happy ghast works. I just put the lights back. These are temporary. We might find a better way to do the lights. Be nice if we could maybe embed it into the wall. For now, we'll do. Does that come in or does that come out? That comes in from the side. Whoops. Probably easier to do one color at a time. You can't stay in your world for more than a couple of hours a week? I mean, I'm able to do this as a job, so that makes it a little bit easier for me. Okay, that's done. Now I need to go get all the extra blocks that dropped. Oh yeah, if you've got other responsibilities, then, playing Minecraft is not a top priority, right? That said, I mean, like, just because you only have a couple hours a week doesn't mean you can't be in the same world for the whole year, you know? Don't see anything. I think the other side is where I was probably losing more. Go. It's a treat that you get once in a while. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, what other decisions did we make last time that we liked? I don't know about that. Maybe that has to start with this, like, one block back. You start to see all these little things that you want to change, and you're just like, I'm trying not to get caught up in the details. I think that's better. Reading chat between playing with doggos and knitting. Maybe not the best multitasker. That's funny, Sandy. Hey, look, if I had a choice between multitasking with a dog and not, I would multitask with a dog and get very little done. I would much prefer that. Okay, so we've got, I think they're, no, they're not quite mirrored, are they? I like those panels better. So what's the difference there? They're actually the same. It's the lower panels that are different. Okay, it's easy to fix. Goes up to 3. One more. And then the other ones are just brought all the way down. Like, oops. So I think that's right. 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 5 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. What went wrong there? Oh, is that wrong? Yeah, I think I just need to take that one out. Reached an hour in the stream. Thanks very much, Sandy. Appreciate that. Cool. Okay. That's the same. So the undersides have not been made the same, but I think the thing to do now is to build. I want to chop this away and see what we can do with the form on the inside there, but that's going to take a little bit more finesse, I think. Cool. Folks, if you're new to the channel, I take a break once an hour. It gives me a chance to grab another cup of coffee, gives you a chance to grab a stretch, grab a friend. We're always trying to grow the channel, so let someone know that we're streaming. I will be right back. All right, so now what's the next step? I don't really have much for plans for the roof. I think we need to think about what's happening in this section here. I feel like there's definitely a gap between that and the inside. I wonder if I could map out like how big the interior space could be. Connect them. That might be a cool way to do it. It looks to me like the inside space is more like a strange hexagonal shape. Or octagonal? Probably octagonal. Sort of got it going here. I think it might have a different corner. That's the space. And that would probably extend. Goonie Katie, hello, how's it going? That's the top part, so it doesn't continue all the way down. I'm wondering if it might be better to try and have these go in a bit. I'm going to take one of these out. It's just temporary anyway. Right, so that's one of the things that I didn't do I feel like we could probably have these extend farther and hit the ground. And then up here, this could change here. How far in do I want to go? Probably at least 2 blocks. That. Although I already had this other. Oh, that lines up with the tip. Oh no, we've changed that. Okay. So this is no longer a significant line in the design. However, we could grab the other one. Which is in line with those lights. I think that might be too far. At least for now. Maybe we'll go 5. Feels about right. And then we could lower the ceiling a little bit too. Yeah, okay. So that's about where a new building would be. I would say we probably would put like another depth change here. And that brings us to that edge. And then from there, 2, 3, and maybe we'll start here. That. Oh. And see how that looks. That's probably pretty good. I guess I could just count out from here. Because I'm pretty sure the scaffolding is in the middle. I would say yes. Yep. I've got, oh, I went the wrong way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, it's already in the right spot. The Nookie is on a 3-stream streak. Welcome back. Good to see you. Hope your week is off to a good start. The stream schedule is on Twitch. Minecraft is just Lego. Tuesday through Friday at 9 a.m., Saturdays at 1. It's 3. And it goes 3 in that direction. Right. So 3 to there, and then it changes direction. Oop, that's not right. Oh, I did 4 there. We might have to adjust this a little bit, but good. Still can't make it. Okay, so the idea here is that this is going to actually go in a bit. Could even change the bottom. Whoops. That lines up with that. that's not quite what I want. Yeah, I'd almost want that panel to just continue down at the right angle. We'd probably grab this one and just do that with it. Yeah. Something like that. Yeah, that sort of looks a little bit sturdier. The other panel is just going to be straight up. But from behind. So inside, probably going to want to use deep slate here. I think it'll match up with the deep slate we're already using. I don't really have any spots to get off of this elevator, do I? Okay. This would be the outer edge. Be a new wall altogether, and I would say 3 is probably good. We would actually want to continue this. This is going to get filled in. It's only higher up that we'll see the change. Actually, I'm not entirely sure I like that. I've removed a panel from the concept essentially. So there's a spot to the right of the 3. There's another panel, but we've moved the 3 onto a different section. So we're sort of in new territory as far as the layers go. I should maybe pull down from here. Three in from that wall. So it would be here. Okay. So that doesn't look all that good with that panel there. So I was right. This is not going to work. However, I think we could probably do this. Oh, I had another piece in here, didn't I? Yeah. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. That's a different depth. Easier to see in the sunlight for sure. Right, that just must be farther back. I must have screwed something up there. Right, I've brought that one down. I shouldn't have to. Take it easy, just Lego. Bye for now. Yeah, if we do that there. I feel like that makes sense. This doesn't, but we will fix that too. I feel like this entire stream has been me mining blocks like directly in front of my face. funny enough, this is actually part of the original framework. Okay, so if that was there, this panel would get a different treatment. But at some point, I want this to change in terms of the angle. That's not where I want that to go. Or is it? One of the issues with having the letters 2 blocks wide is that it's difficult to center them. Hopefully that's enough. The inside of this is just going to be a giant maze of blocks. I've not really given much thought to the inside yet. I think that has to go farther in. And I don't know if it's going to be that color. That goes all the way to there. Then we can adjust this. And have same adjustment here. Oh, whoops. That. Okay, get rid of all that. And then the new shape would be something like that. I just need to get rid of this wall. Thankfully, it's not hard to remove all this stuff. That's why I made it out of stone. It wasn't the right color, but I knew it was a block we could get rid of super easy. And of course, I fell too far. Geez, I have to remember that end rods are really low profile for holding a light in your hand with shaders. That's actually really handy. I should keep that around. Using moss for wireframing, that's a good idea too, yeah. It's an easy block to break. I'm using stone because we've got beacons, so that's why we've been using that. Speaking of stone, we are very full of stone at the moment. That creates a bit of a different look. So I want to bring this up as high as the window, I think. And the question is, do I want it to be diorite? I don't think I do. Stone might be the answer. Or we can go back to tough. not a heck of a lot of a contrast between those bits there, though. Also, is that right? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that's right. Hmm. Potentially. Then that could be a problem down here too. They'll have to have something in between these two pieces. Doesn't even really have to be that big. Just leave it as a simple stripe. I do need to start thinking thicker. I do find that some of the things we talked about on the Spawn Chunks on Monday, Johnny was talking about chunkier looks, and I was thinking about using Minecraft as like, what would sci-fi look like if it was Minecraft as opposed to trying to make Minecraft look sci-fi? I know it's a weird way to say it, but like, Minecraft is blocky and chunky, and if we make the sci-fi blocky and chunky, it'll probably work a lot better rather than trying to make really complicated shapes. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this would go in another block. That would be the inside part of it, but then we'd have other things that would overlap it. That could be cool. And those could be really dark. And move our elevator too, unless we wanted to show it off on the outside. Mud is a really good shout. I was watching Etho the other day, and he was using mud as part of a texture, and I like that idea too. Don't remember what box the mud is in. This one? Yeah. Don't know how well that works as like a metal. Yeah, you know, it's not bad. It's a little organic looking, but I think in context, almost like has a rusty surface. Yeah. It might be worth it to have mud mixed in with something. Oh, not that. Another block that's easy to remove if we need to. Also easy to gather, even though it's a mile away. I wonder if it's worth here doing the opposite and actually taking this farther back and then bringing it out again. Part of it is that I need to figure out how the roof is going to be shaped. Got stairs and slabs. Probably do that. This comes all the way back. To there. Whoops. Just to kind of give it some weight here at the back. How far does this drop? Quite a bit. Mikatu, hello. How's it going? That's not a ton of room in here. Let's say that's the ceiling. I feel like I wouldn't want it any taller than that. Gives us a little bit of depth to play with for design. So then any kind of door would be here. Passageway into the next section. That is the edge of the build. Right, so if that was the passageway, then we don't want this to drop by too much. That does not give a lot of room. It's probably big enough. So that would bring this part lower. Only by a block. It's enough to notice, though. Yeah. And then I think my thought was to go back out by 5 blocks. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then here. I want to overlap that with something. Try deep slate. Yeah, that's a significant shift. And then we could have other panel eventually overtake it. So like maybe 3 and then down and then 3 over. Yeah, let's try that. The verticality here is really starting to mess with me a little bit, but all right. So we'll go 1, 2, 3. Oh, this should be stone. At least for this part. And of course, I need more stone. Stream's at 2 hours. Thanks, Sandy. Just thinking the same thing. Whoops. So something like this could maybe work. I think there maybe needs to be a little bit more depth, but work on that. Still don't know about the deep slate. And I think this other part has to overlap it a little bit somehow. When I come back, I need to get rid of this other panel. The fact that this is all filled in is now messing with me. But anyway, I do this once an hour, folks. I take a short break. And hey, look, just in time for the rain and the sunset. So I will be getting myself another drink. You can grab yourself a friend and a snack. Always trying to grow the channel. I will be right back. So I had more stone. That pushes that really far back, though. All right. Well, one thing I know I want to do is I know I like the stone more than I like andesite for the stairs here. So we're going to change this out. Give myself a break. Plus it'll change our, like, the influence in the colors and stuff too. And even the doors are huge. I think they were five deep. I don't really remember. Go. Oh, I could probably leave those as andesite. Yeah. Oh, I don't have any slabs with me, do I? Nope. Grab that. I'm just taking a quick break from the panels, Ben, and I'm gonna work on some of these door decisions, changing the stuff that we like. So I don't want andesite here. We're gonna go with stone. And that's where the slab goes, yes. Cool. And we just have to do the top. I'm not sure if I like the orange. I might want to bring in the terracotta in there. We've decided to keep the terracotta up there. I'm wondering if echoing it down here might be good. Or maybe that's just what we make in the door. That might be better than the concrete. We need more stairs. Right. And then the rest of this we can just do while we're up here. want that back. It does make it so much easier. I can see myself using a lot of end rods. I should probably think about a good spot to put a coarse fruit farm. I don't know if we have any fortresses in the nether near here. We do obviously have my other fortress farm and the other blaze farm, but it would be cool to do like a new version of a blaze farm. Because we could probably have stuff like come through a portal and then be made here. It'd be really fun to try to automate a bunch of stuff. Missed a couple over here. And then inside, I wonder what this would look like if it had stairs on it. Slabs could work too. Because I kind of want to have andesite there, the back of the lights, and then from here if that's too much. A stair might work, but a slab might be better. Think slab. And then full block. Oh no, I can't do that. Guess we do slab again. Maybe those have got to be stairs? No. Maybe these should be stairs? Nope. Alright, we'll go with that for now. The door. I don't like the door. I think the other one was good. Yeah, we'll use iron blocks for the door. At least for now. Now this door, the other door was 3 blocks thick, and this is only 2. Try 3. So it's just 1 block below the frame. Nice. And that means we probably don't need these dents in the ground. I don't find them very fun to walk over. But I think on the other side it was just deep slate. Yeah, great concrete and deep slate. Ooh, we need more gray concrete. Dang. Yeah, we do. Down to sand being empty. It's so weird to be walking around and doing all this at night. I mean, I'm going to sleep here in a minute. Well, actually, the sun's almost up. It's just so nice to not have to worry about that. And because the lighting on the doors is something that I'm really interested in, like being able to walk around at night while it's dark and not have to worry about mobs, it's just so nice. I don't know that the fence post has done much good. A wall might have been better. So I only did 2 there. Oh, drops. Get that one. Right. Finally, someone decided to come through. I was wondering when that was going to happen. I don't know if I can do this. Maybe we'll do it rewind. Something different. Nope, that doesn't read at all. I think maybe just the single looks the best. Single line. Yeah. I want to have some way to end it though. restarted the other one. Where's with yellow? Oh, it's yellow on both sides. Okay. You, sir, are not going to last very much longer. If this is how you're going to spend your day. If I do that, I sort of want another bit here coming out. At some point, I have to decide if I'm keeping some of this mycelium too. What are you attached to? You're just standing on your head? You're just standing on your head. Okay. So I wonder if this might be a good spot to put in tough or one of the other colors. I think we did cyan over here. Yeah. Oh, right. I had that kind of going on. I think I would prefer something with stairs on it. Don't really have anything in that color. Yeah, a zombified piglin trap is a good thing to have. I was thinking about doing a gold farm like that around here, just to try to keep the gold coming in while we're around the area. But it's a lot of work to create the obsidian frames for that. All right, stairs. Black stone, deep slate stairs. Probably tough or deep slate. I don't know what's going on, but I feel like my mouse is jumping around as I go in and out of inventories sometimes, and it's really disorienting. Low battery? For what? Oh, my mouse is wired. I don't mess around with wireless stuff on streaming. For my Mac, I've got a wired mouse and a wireless keyboard, but that's it. And a wireless trackpad. But no, it happens a lot with Minecraft. I find that you'll go into a shulker box inventory or something like that, and your mouse will, like, my mouse is in the middle of the screen, but when I hit E, my little cursor will be like over here or something, instead of like right in the middle where I expect it to be. Like here it's working. Here it's like it's appearing right where your crosshair is, but sometimes it doesn't do it. I wonder if it's a crafting thing. No, it's inconsistent, which makes it hard to troubleshoot. Oh yeah, I can see that happening with a wireless mouse for sure. See if this looks good, although we'll have to sleep to see what's going on. The wire was affecting how freely you move in games. Oh, I've got a braided cord on mine, so it doesn't stick to the desk at all. I had the right proportions. I'll bring it out a little bit. I think that's okay. You don't really get to see much of it. At that point, I guess this could be switched to. Does that look bad for the light? Don't know that you can really tell that much of a difference. If anything, it gives the light a little bit more contrast. Yeah, I like seeing the different textures. Sure. I will accept that change. Looks okay going out too. We're probably going to put the lights somewhere else. I just want it to be lit up while we're here. That's 2 blocks and then a stair. It's pretty dark, but I think I like it. We'd get rid of the deep slate over here, I think. Although, I guess that could be like a continuation of it. It's on the right. Is it on the right level? No. We could put it on the outside. Do the same thing here. That might be too much. Yeah, that might work. Although that's going to line up with that, so that might not be. Yeah. Cool. I definitely want to have more lights, and I feel like we want to have some lights in the ground somehow. It's going to be tricky on how to do that. We might have to have some sort of like stair or something. I really wish there was a way to get smaller holes in the ground. You know, like how you can do stairs and slabs in walls to get like half and quarter holes. It would be neat if we could do that with the ground. I can't think of anything. Closest would be something like a stair in this position. And then having a light there. but you can't have the light below the stair. I guess we could fake it. We could put like upside down stuff. Try that too. But yeah, those we probably want to bury higher if we can. Yeah. Oh no, wait, that's the outside. Crap. We might end up putting more end rods in here. That might be a more elegant solution. I do like the pot light look sometimes though. Kind of makes you wonder whether we should have the alternating pattern on both sides. And here we had that go a little bit wider. Oh, that doesn't work necessarily there. Well, that's okay. I think that looks pretty good. A lot of gray, but it does work. I'm actually not crazy about this little bit. Maybe we just have to bring that straight out. Yeah. Maybe we just bring it straight out. Cool. So I feel like the doors are starting to look good. I'm happier with the change here, although we've not really accomplished much. I've removed the stuff I don't like. But one of the things I feel like we've made some progress on is just like kind of measuring out where the inside bit is going to be. Again, there's this, the tower in the middle is smaller than the base by quite a bit. So I want to have kind of this area here to be more complicated. As you can see, it's pretty dense in terms of layers. And then there's like the middle bit here, I think is going to be the deepest and the darkest. And, well, I say the darkest. It's going to be the deepest and the highest contrast. I could also see myself using something there as a highlight. And I think the corners is where I want to put these elevators. So maybe we expose this. Like maybe we end up showing the lights from the elevator on the outside. That could be really cool too. Sometimes progress is removing something that doesn't work. 100%. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So, and again, I'm happier with the stone there. This is again too simple. We're gonna have to make that look a little bit nicer. I do like the blocks there. I might try to emphasize that a little bit more. Get this a little bit more chunky. So we'll see. So anyway, I will leave you all here. I'm going to pass you along to somebody else playing Minecraft. Let's see. Pixarus is live. I wonder how long has Pix been live? Did he just start like an hour ago? Because we'll send you all over to Pixarus if that's the case. That or Rendog. But probably Pix. Pix is wrapping up. Okay, cool. He's wrapping up. Wow. What time does he start? Does he start early now? I thought he started at 11. That's right. We'll pass you on to Rendog. Rendog is hanging out on Hermitcraft. I think that'll be a good time. All right, folks, let's send you along. Appreciate that you are all here on the start of the week. It is slow going, but we do have the panels, I think, ready for the side walls of the wings. So we can start to fill those in and start to figure out what the bottoms are going to look like and finalize those details. I've made some block decisions today, which is good in terms of what I think is going to be a permanent color palette for the wings. So we're getting there. But I will go ahead and point you towards the Spawn Chunks, which is available now. Came out yesterday. It's on YouTube. It's on Spotify. Very easy to find. And it's all about Minecraft. We talked about predictions for what we are going to do with the mounts of Mayhem, if anything, as well as a potential release date. We're thinking probably early December. So it was a fun conversation. Lots of good email too. So if you want to write into the show, by the way, if you are a fan of the Spawn Chunks, Spawn Chunk Mail, we are running behind on our emails. A lot of the emails in our inbox are older and they're kind of dated, and, you know, like talking about copper golems and ideas for copper golems. When like copper golems are in the game, they're probably not going to change very much from here on in. So if you have new ideas, if you've got new thoughts for where you think Minecraft might be going in the new year, then write us at spawnchunkmail@gmail.com. We would really appreciate it on the show. And that will help because we have holiday episodes are coming up for the Spawn Chunks. We record those early. And so you'll be able to maybe get an extra email in those episodes. So if you want to get your email read on the show, now's a really good time to write in because we're kind of collecting those emails now. That's it for me for today. I'll be back tomorrow at 9 a.m. and I will see you then for more Minecraft. Cheers. Bye for now.